Hi, Gemini. This is Genevieve with Belladonna Moonbeams. This is September. Oh my gosh, I was going to say June. September 21st through September 27, 2020. Um, the moon, Mars, is still retrograde. And that means there's a lot of emotions going on. It's not so bad for you air signs. It might actually help ground you some. But there's definitely a lot of emotions in the air and a lot of electricity and passion. And for me, it has meant that I have had a few mishaps. Did you notice I said mishaps? I didn't say I was a klutz, which is what I used to would have said. And I didn't say I was accident prone, which is another thing I would have said. I've had some mishaps. This has been a week of mishaps. I have dropped like two or three or four things with food in it. I had to clean up messes. I tripped twice today and fell in the garden twice. Now, what I've learned though recently is that if I were to say I was a klutz, which I'm not, cross it off, cancel, cancel. Or if I were to say I was accident prone, cancel, cancel. See, if you do the cancel, cancel thing, it helps. But if I'm just saying that I've had a few mishaps, but that does not make me a klutz. I've just had mishaps. We need to look at our verbiage so much, Geminis. It's so easy to say negativity into our lives. For example, when you say, I am going to, you're not going to get there. When you say, I am, you are getting there. So you need to watch your verbiage. And I really feel that's especially important for you this week, Gemini, because it's air signs. You're kind of airy fairy anyway. But with the Mars in retrograde and all those crazy emotions, you're getting caught up. Don't be caught up anymore. Now, I went ahead and used the same cards as last week because I just had so much fun with them. So the first card I pulled from was the Magic of You Oracle deck. And the card we get is Samadhi. And it says perfect acceptance. Now, I didn't know what Samadhi was, so I had to look it up. Samadhi is Hindu for meditating and realizing that you're perfect while you're being imperfect. You understand what I'm saying? You are imperfect. I am imperfect. We're all imperfect, but we're perfect in our imperfection. This is how we were meant to be. Isn't that really a cool concept? We were meant to be this imperfect being. The next card we get is also from the Magic of Unicorns deck because I love unicorns. Maybe I should get a unicorn tattoo. Maybe not. It's passion. So while you're doing that meditation and accepting yourself, you need to find what trips your passion. What gets you to that passionate place of, yes, I'm so excited? What gets you there, Gemini? Because as an air sign, that can almost ground you when you find your passion. But if you're just moving along, blah, 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 you're not happy, you're not fulfilled, and you're not finding your passion. And it makes it way more frustrating for you. Now in tarot, the first card I get for y'all is Justice. And this card is all about things being fair. And I kind of think that with y'all being Geminis, that because there's that yin and that yang in your personalities anyway, that this is about balancing that. That's finding that balance and that justice in yourself. But I also believe that there's something unjust going on in your business or in your work. The second card I get is a Two of Wands. And this card is all about looking out. Well, it's reverse. Turn it right side up. It's all about looking out and seeing what all you've done and what you've achieved. But because it's unbalanced, I think that there's no justice going on. There's something in your life that needs to be righted. Now, might be something that needs to be righted for you, or it might be needed to be righted by you. But there is something that's not quite right in your world. The next thing you get is the Nine of Wands, also reversed. So, what this card about is running into problems in a project. Things aren't working out as you thought they would, and you're just really got a lot like, is this really what I want to do? Is this really where I want to go? Blah 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 blah. So, I think that your problem this week is that there's something that's not fair. And that's why things aren't going the way they're supposed to go. It's also why you're looking out to see what you've accomplished, but it's not quite there. Just not quite what you need it to be. So, what you need to do is figure out where you need to get that justice. And I think that goes back to the meditation. You need to meditate and accept your imperfections. Accept other people's imperfections. Yeah, I know. It's really hard. But because it is hard. In fact, today I'll tell you what I did. I moved my garden hose and discovered that my lawnmower guy had run over it and kind of killed it. I was kind of upset. And I debated a long time on what to do about it. Should I just fire him? Maybe. Or what I've decided to do, don't tell him though, okay? What I've decided to do is I'm going to send him a text later on today or tomorrow, probably maybe even Monday, because I'm busy tomorrow and I don't want to have to deal with it. I'm going to send him a text and I'm going to say, hey, I'm a little upset. I realize you ran over my water hose. I just bought it this year and it upsets me. And just stop right there. If he owns it and says, yeah, I made a mistake, I'll reimburse you, I'm going to say, don't worry about it. If he doesn't own it, I'm going to fire him. And I think that's really fair. And I'm going to even let him know that that's what I had intended to do. I'm not going to give him his job back, though, because the fact is he didn't own it. And so that's back to that fairness, that justice. That's what's right. So I think I'm being more than fair with him, and I think he needs to be fair with me. But what in your life is not being fair or not someone being fair to you? Only you can answer that for yourself. But I think as I'm talking to you, Geminis, you know what I'm talking about. And you're going, whoa, she's crazy. She's got this down. Yeah, because I know something's wrong. So anyway, Geminis, if you want to do a private reading, send me a text, 405-512-9400. We can do it by Zoom once we schedule it. Or send me a PM on Facebook at Belladonna Moonbeams. And if not, I'll see you Monday for Mabone, because it's a holiday. It goes from Monday to Tuesday. And then I will see you Wednesday or Thursday for opening a new Oracle card deck, because I kind of like them. And I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.